A little meatloaf for dinner tonight. How's everybody doing? Good morning. Hello. How are you?
Good morning.
Who knows a little trivia? I was playing some old music before meatloaf. What was that song?
That Alan Parsons.
Alan, very good. I'm impressed. Very
Oh,
good. Who listens to Alan Parsons anymore? They had a lot of good hits.
he was great.
You guys want motivation during the day? Play your music. How many people here play music during the day?
Yes.
I play music all the time. I don't know. It just revs me up when I go running and jogging. We're going to be talking today about
49ers. Yeah.
What about the 49ers? What about the 49ers? What's important about them?
Did they win?
2 games from the Super Bowl.
Oh,
one game to the Super Bowl.
See if it doesn't have the Broncos in it, I'm just out of football altogether.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. And yeah, how about those traitors, the Chargers? What are they doing?
That's exactly how we feel in San Diego.
Oh, really? They'll never have me back.
The day they announced they were going to LA, everybody in San Diego brought all their gear right in front of their headquarters and lit it on fire.
Absolutely.
They didn't even announce it. They just snuck away in the middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
They just disappeared.
I want to talk today about how to not sound like a salesperson. Why shouldn't we sound like salespeople? Isn't that the way? What do salespeople sound like? Most salespeople who call us, what do they sound like?
Predators.
Predator.
Like a bit of a con.
A bit of a con. The word I hear a lot is manipulative. Is that a good thing?
No.
Okay. Do we get phone calls all day long and we get those horrible I hate the recording.
Yeah.
To me, that's crazy. Does anyone stay on the phone when you get that recording, except for that one lady with blue hair in Florida? I mean, does anyone stay on that phone call when you get that recording?
Nope.
Good question.
How fast? I mean, speed of light, right? Click.
Yeah.
Okay. What are the bad openers? What's some of the worst openers that salespeople use when they call you up and you know right away it's a predator, it's a salesperson, they're interrupting my day? What's the worst openers?
Hi, Joe Blow from ABC.
What else?
How are you today?
Okay.
How are you? Yeah. Hi. How are you doing today, Jessica? It's like, oh no, who's this?
Hey, have you got a minute?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Sean. Have you got a minute? Are you busy right now, Sean? Yes.
No, of course not. I was just waiting for your call.
God, I have Yes, I'm very lonely. I have no life, and I wanted an aluminum siding salesperson to call me up. Thank you. Right. So you go through all this time, all this money, and then you say something that's what we call a closed-ended question, where you got a 50-50 shot, and it's really not 50-50. It's more like 95-5. 95% are going to say, no, get off the phone, take me off your list, call me in 2 weeks.
Right.
So when you get a live person on the phone, I have a bunch of openers that I made up this huge mind map this morning, and let me go right into that, and then we'll go into open. Go ahead. I'm sorry, someone had something to say.
That's my daughter.
That's your daughter?
Yeah, that's me.
Don't understand you, Deshi. Okay. Anyway. I don't even know who Deshi is. We might have an invader here. Let's go to my mind map here. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Okay, let's go. I made a little mind map in the beginning here. We don't want to sound like a traditional salesperson. We want to be non-threatening. Let me see if I can do this a little bit better here. There we go. Then I can see you guys while I'm doing this. There we go. Is that better? A little bit better?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, good. Thank you. Why are salespeople insane? Why are most salespeople insane?
Do the same thing over and over, expect different results.
Yeah, all the time. All the time. And they get all this rejection. And we need to speak to people on a regular basis. It's the secret of my success. We need to tell stories. Always have a few good stories ready. Be non-threatening. Be more like consultative. Ask questions. Use pattern interrupts. Why do we use different? Why are we going to talk? We're going to talk about some of the openers here. I made up. I started out with 26. I think I have 35 here, and I will send this to you guys later. All the openers that I use to engage somebody in a conversation. How important is it for us to just, if we can just have a decent conversation and not be rejected all day long, how much easier is it for us to do business with somebody?
Of course.
Yeah. Absolutely. We have to be a good listener sometimes, right? Something I need to keep working on. Here's a loaded question. When's the best time to call a prospect?
Maybe anytime.
You're right. Right now, today. I might not call at 2 in, okay?
No.
But I think the best time, what does everybody carry with them all day long?
Cell phone.
Their phone.
Cell phone. So if they've got that device with them, call. Be aware of the time zones.
Yeah.
But always
we
act,
call people.
always act like you're getting back to them.
Ooh, how does that sound? Let's go down here. A little bit of the psychology of engagement. What does that sound like? If I answer the phone and you're the salesman and you're getting back to me, hello, this is Claude. What's that going to sound like?
Do I know this
Like you
guy?
know them. Like they know you and you know
Come
them.
on, David brought it up. Come on, David, sell me. You're calling me.
I'm sorry.
Hello?
Hey, Claude, it's Dave.
Dave who?
Sorry it took so long to get back to you. I had a note here to call you. Okay.
What just happened to that sale? What just happened to that sales call?
In the cricket basket.
Okay, you gotta ask questions. Do people like to rescue?
Yes.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
ring, say hello, Dave.
Hello.
Yeah, this is Dave.
Yeah, this is Dave.
Dave, could you help me? I've got to post it on my desk with your phone number on it. Why am I calling?
Who is this?
This is Claude. How you been?
Claude who?
Claude Diamond. What's this in regard to? You don't have, this isn't about real estate, is it?
I don't think so.
Really? You're not looking to buy, sell, or invest? Why am I calling?
I don't know. Did I make a pass at your wife at the party the other day?
At last year's Christmas party. You got to get your own material, David. You're always.
Hey, it was in the book.
Yes. Let's go here. Let's go here. Well, what are some of the things I say? Here's a good one. Bill Pinnell, bring ring. You're muted, Bill.
Hello.
Bill, what happened?
What happened with what?
The property.
Oh, my property. Yeah, the buyer fell through.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't want to. My name's Claude. You wouldn't want to sell it today, would you?
I wanted to sell it a week ago.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's something to discuss. Boom. Well, what did I say? What happened? Okay. Oh, what? Ring. Kerry Kennedy. You got to unmute yourself, guys. There you
Hello.
go. Ring. Hi. You probably don't remember me. My name's Claude Diamond. We spoke a couple of weeks ago on that property in Georgia. It's gone by now, isn't it?
No, the buyer fell through and we're taking backup offers.
Oh, okay. If I give it, what would you need from me to do a deal today?
What does your budget allow you to pay?
I have an unlimited budget, but I'm looking for a good deal. Boom. We're engaged in a conversation. It's the whole point. Jonathan Kruk. Hit that on mute.
Oh.
Hi, ring, ring.
Hello,
Hey, Siri told me to call you. How can I help you today?
I'm not sure. Siri who?
Siri, it's a device on my computer. I'm sorry. My name's Claude Diamond. I got this message across my screen. You know those little notifications?
Yeah.
You ever get those little things across, you know, and it said to give give you a call. Is this a you don't have a house you're looking to sell, do you?
No, not at the moment.
Oh, okay. Why am I calling you then?
I'm not sure.
Oh gosh, let's figure it out here. So were you looking to buy a home? You wouldn't be interested in an investment property with an 18% return, would you?
Yeah, I'd be interested in looking more for purchasing something.
Oh, great. Your name again?
John.
John, is that with one N or an HN or?
One in
Oh, one N. John Smith?
crop.
Kruk, K-R-U-K. I do. Sometimes I'll say their name. What happens off the role play? What happens when you say someone's name? You know it's wrong. What do people have to do?
Correct you.
Correct you. And that's a lot, and that's a great way to get information from people. Has anyone ever used that line? Siri told me to call you. What's the one from Amazon?
Alexa.
Alexa. You can use Alexa too.
Yeah.
Ring, ring, Mr. Cash Offer. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Heard you have a problem.
Who is this?
You know, this is Claude, and this is.
This is Chris Scott.
Hey, Chris, I heard you have a problem. That you have that house on Avocado Lane,
Yes.
and how come it didn't sell in this hot market? I had to call you. I'm sorry.
You know, look, we had a buyer. I think we're still going to try to sell it now. And
Can I ask you 2-3 quick questions and make you an offer, and maybe we can do business right now?
well, you want to pay me full price?
I don't know. Would you want to give me terms?
I don't know. What does that look like?
Let's talk about it for a moment. Boom. Always answer a question with a
Question.
another question. What's the whole point? What's the whole point of all these pattern interrupts?
To get the prospect talking.
Yeah. Get their attention in the first 5, 10, 15 seconds. If you call them up and you say, can I have a minute? What's that stuff we talked about earlier? Can I have a minute of your time? Oh, Jessica, are you busy?
No.
Oh, good. I love when they don't use that opener, by the way. You could say that. You know, I'm surprised you didn't sell your home. I have a contract. I'd like, let's do here, John Armstrong.
Yes.
I'm making everybody work today. John, I have a contract in front of me. I'm very interested in your home. Who should I just send it to you, text it to you, or how do I get it to you? What's the best place?
Contract for what?
Your home. You still have a home for sale, don't you?
Yeah,
Would you like to sell it today?
for the right price.
Which is,
List,
I'm sorry, I don't have that list in front of me.
285
285. And how'd you get to that? How'd you get to that price?
comps,
Okay, what's the best price you could give me to do an all cash offer and close on the 15th?
280.
280. Oh boy, you dropped it a whole 5,000. Wow. There we go. Ring, 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 ring. Joseph and Helen. Hello? We can hear
Yes,
you.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Could you use some good news?
Depending what good news is it.
I'm very interested in your property. I'd like to make an offer to you today. My name is Claude.
Claude who?
What's that?
Claude who?
Claude Diamond. Here, got a pen there and paper in front of you? Diamond.
It's regarding of the diamond for my wife. What is it?
Yes, yes, we can negotiate that on your property. Absolutely. Absolutely. Boom. These are openers that I use. I have good news. I have a contract to send to you. What's the problem? I'm surprised your home didn't sell. Can I ask you a few quick questions and make you an offer on your home today? Would you like to close on February 15th? All
It's my
these,
birthday.
is it really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll sing happy birthday on the 15th. Remind me. We'll play some more Meatloaf videos. How important is it? Why are we doing this? Why are we practicing different ways to engage people?
So you want to have an arsenal of ways of getting on the phone and getting their attention. And the more you have, the more confident you are.
What happens if if you act? Remember, acting is very important in the psychology of persuasion. What if I call you up, Chris? Ring, ring.
Hello, this is Chris.
Yeah, hi, Chris. Claude Diamond. Sorry to bother you. I'm a little confused here. I've got your name and phone number on a piece of paper on my desk here. Why am I calling you?
Well, I'm not sure.
Neither am I. I'm so embarrassed. Oh.
It's all right. What did we talk or did we meet somewhere or?
I'm not sure. You're not in real estate, are you?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, what do you do?
Well, I have property, rental properties and things like that.
You got a Florida. You have a Florida phone number. Do you have anything near Orlando right now?
Yes.
I have a client, Kerry Kennedy. He needs a new Airbnb in Orlando. Is there any way we could work together on this?
Well, yeah, that it depends. What are you guys going to look to buy, or you just wanted some help on it? What help?
Oh, we're looking to buy a property, an investment property. I can give you cash, close quickly for a good price. What's your price on that property? Anything that gets you engaged in conversation, talking to people. What are the different ways we can make money by talking to people? John Armstrong. John, tell everybody what we were talking about a little today.
Different strategies on, subject to lease purchase, wholesale, which one was the best one? At least for me, for starting out.
What do you think is the best one?
I like lease purchase.
Why?
Because you get money up front. You also get some passive income, and then you can get money on the back.
Yeah. What about the liability part?
There's really none.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
That's a great way to do it.
I don't want to be a landlord. I don't want to babysit.
Well, sometimes you have to do that. In a lease purchase, the sandwich lease, you do have to be a little bit of a babysitter. You got to find the deal, negotiate the deal, then restructure the deal, and then a sandwich or sublet it. You got to collect the rent and then send it to the owner. And
I was talking about going and unclogging toilets and all that crap.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Yeah.
I've been there.
You can negotiate in the contract that they're responsible for the maintenance.
Right.
But if something breaks, what's going to happen?
They're going to call you.
They're going to call you anyway.
Yeah.
So can you wholesale? Let me ask a question to the group. Can you wholesale a lease purchase deal?
Yes.
How would you go about doing that? How would you do that?
Find buyers, right? Find buyers. Find clients.
You just sell your interest in the property for a fee.
Okay. What are the mechanics? What would you be doing? Say you got a good property, you got it for 3 years, full price, but it's in a nice location, and you're really not going to make any money on the back end, but it's a nice property, a 3-year rent to own. What would you do with that? You got that contract. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with it now? How are you going to? And you need some money.
You're going to
advertise it in Facebook.
Advertise it in Facebook. What would your advertisement say?
Rent to own, 10K down, something of that nature.
Rent to own, 10K down. That's not a wholesale, but that 10K, why would you get a down payment? You're going to be selling the contract, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay. So what do you, Deshi, how do I know you? Where are you from?
Vernon.
Oh, you're Vernon. Oh, how you doing, Vernon? Did you change your name?
Nah, this is a different account for, I had my daughter set this one up. I don't know why that's there.
Oh, okay.
Got to change that.
I didn't recognize the name, so I didn't know if you were an invader.
That's my last name. That's my last name.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's right. Okay. Your last name's DeShield. Okay. So you get a contract. You just want to make money. You're not going to get option money. You're not going to get a down payment. You just have a contract for 3 years on a nice house, full price, very attractive property. What are you going to do with this contract?
Sign it.
Assign it. You just sell the contract for a price. Does this contract that represents a piece of property that somebody can live in for 3 years, is that something of value? Maybe?
Yes.
Could you sell it? Somebody sell me that contract. I need a home. Hi, Vernon. I saw your ad for that property, that rent owned for 3 years. How's that work?
You were rented out for 3 years. Of course, there would have to be a down payment.
No down payment. I just told you that. Sell me the contract. Just sell it to me. You're making it too complicated. You already have the contract. You have a 3-year rent-owned contract. It starts at February. Can you just sell me the piece of paper?
Absolutely.
Sell it to me. Make up a number, 5,000.
Yeah. It costs $5,000 to start the process.
Oh,
And
what process?
rent to own.
Okay, what do I get for my 5,000 though? I don't understand.
Beautiful property in a beautiful location, at a decent rental rate.
Oh,
And at the
okay.
end of 3 years, you can purchase the property at
Oh.
said amount.
I have to wait 3 years though? I can't buy it the first year or the second year?
Oh, you can buy it now if you want.
Oh, okay, because you said 3 years.
Yeah,
So I can
You have
buy it
the-
anytime I want. And that-
anytime you want.
Okay, and that 5,000, does that go to the deal or anything like that?
No.
So what am I doing here with, what's that 5,000 for?
The fee to hold the property for 3 years.
Oh, okay, okay. And do I have to do that today or how's that work?
Yeah, we can, I can send you over a DocuSign today and we can start the process.
Can I just give you a credit card or something?
Absolutely.
I saw the house already. I saw the video. And my wife went over the property and the next door neighbor let her in and everything. And we're very interested. Is 5,000 the best you can do?
Pretty much, yes.
Okay, reject. Now, who wants to use a little scarcity here? Somebody else, go jump in. Chris, go ahead. Chris, is 5,000 the best you can do?
Yeah, that's the best I can do.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And Claude, I'll just be honest with you. I got a lot of people looking at this property. I got a guy trying to make an offer. This property is going to go today, sir. So if you're interested in doing this deal, I'm going to need you to make a decision quickly, sir.
Wow, I'm feeling a lot of pressure here right now.
Well, sir, it's probably not the deal for you. I got guys that are really trying to get on this deal, and they're blowing my telephone up. Right. As a matter of fact, sir, I think this is another call coming in about this property right now. I may have to get off the phone with you. Are you sure you want to let this? Are you sure? I don't want you to have regrets, sir.
So I've got to do this right now or lose the deal, huh?
I don't want you to have regrets, Claude. This property is going to be gone today.
Oh, okay.
That's often the reality, isn't it?
Yeah. What's he doing so well? What is Chris doing right now?
In an honest way, he's putting pressure.
What do we call that pressure? Scarcity.
Yes.
How good is scarcity? Let's talk about scarcity for a while. The old fashioned sales guys, what did they used to call it? The takeaway method or something like that?
Yes.
What happens when someone says to us, You know what? It's okay to, this is my favorite. When someone says, it's okay to say no to me, don't worry. I'm getting so many other people calling me about it. Don't worry about it, but you said you needed a home. And this is the only one. And, you know, what should we do next? That's scarcity.
Yeah.
That's using skill. When you say it's okay to say no to people, are you kind of using a little scarcity there with them, pushing them away?
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened? What do you think goes through their mind when you tell them, listen, it's okay to say no? It's so important. It's in that agenda step we always talk about. Don't worry about it. It's okay to say no to me. Somebody else will grab it or want to do that.
You see the value, they recognize the value, and that it's a time sensitive issue. You know, they can't dilly dally around.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a good place to use your before I go line too, because then you can rehash, hey, you said you were looking for a house in this neighborhood, you know, in this price range. You know, you wanted these features, and you rehash that. It's going to be gone by the end of the day. So before I go, I wanted to give you the first crack at it.
Oh, but I've never done anything. I'm sorry. I'm a little nervous here. I've never done anything so fast before. This is a big purchase. This is a house and everything. And I've got to, and this is the first time we've talked. I like the house. My wife loves the neighborhood, but I got to make a decision right now.
Well, let's talk about it right now. Let me answer your questions, and, you know, what are your concerns?
You want what, 5,000 for the contract right now?
Yeah.
Whew.
I got this great house, Claude. I got this great house. It's all negotiated. The seller is, you know, open to the terms. Everything's really right there for you. It's all put in place. All you got to do is pull the trigger. It's the house you've been looking for.
How do I know this isn't a scam? Ooh, has any off the role plays?
Oh, yeah.
Ever heard that before?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how did you deal with that, Bill? Was that Bill Pinnell or who was that?
Ben,
Ben, how did you
Yeah.
deal with that, Ben?
it may be.
Well, Ben, how do I know that? Ben,
No.
how do I know this isn't a scam?
Claude, it may be, but I can, you know, I can do some things here to put you at ease. What would be helpful? I have references. The company has a website. Our BBB reference is outstanding.
Yeah, I'd like some references. I don't know you.
Okay, great.
I've been ripped off before. Can I, let me have some references.
I do the same thing. You're a smart man, Claude. Would you like 10, 100? I can get you state specific.
No, just 2 or 3 people who'll, you know,
Okay.
I've never bought, what are you selling, Bill, Ben, coins, right? Or something?
Investment coin, yeah.
You're selling investment grade coins.
Yeah.
You know, I've been ripped off. I invested in Enron and Bernie Madoff and,
Yeah.
I just bought what is it? Dodgy coins or doggy?
Yeah.
Doggy coin, yeah.
Dodgy.
Doge.
You know,
Dodgy.
yeah. Can I have, give me some references. That's great.
I will do that, Claude. We're happy to do that. We're proud of our reputation. You know, 90% of the people in the industry, they give it a black eye. You're a smart man. Let me get those over to you.
Yeah, send those over to me, and sounds great. Hey, listen, I gotta go, but thanks a lot, buddy.
You're welcome. We'll talk soon.
Ooh, what did he forget to do? What did Ben forget? One little thing.
When I get those over to you.
Yeah, no, that was
what's happening next.
The post.
Somebody do the same thing with the references. Who wants to go ahead? Who hasn't gone on before? Go ahead. Chris, you want to take a shot at it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Chris, please don't take this the wrong way, but I don't know you. I've never done business with you before. You said you had some references.
Yeah, Claude. I got. How many references would you like, Claude?
Just 2 or 3. I'm not trying to insult you or anything.
You know, and I like working with individuals like you. You care about what you're doing. I'm gonna get you 10 references. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Thanks. You're gonna just email those to me?
I'm gonna email all of those references to you. I'm gonna get those over to you. And but quick question, Claude. After they tell you that I walk on water and that everything that you know that you want to hear, they confirm that about me. What's going to happen at 4 o'clock when we talk on the phone, sir?
Oh, we got to talk at 4 o'clock today. I'm really busy today. Can I call you Tuesday or Wednesday?
Claude, you want me to tell you the truth or you want me to lie to you, sir?
No, always the truth.
My time, I only have a limited amount of money and time before the tax season is over with. So, you know, if we can't come to some type of agreement before the end of the day, my offer will be off the table, never to be revisited, sir.
So I have to call you today at 4 o'clock after I check your references. And
it's okay to say no to me, Claude. I'm going to give you 10 references, sir. And after they tell you that, you know, I walk on water and that everything that I do is golden, that everything that I touch, what's going to happen next, sir?
I guess we're going to do business. I mean, you know.
You guess or you know, sir?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. You know what? Heck with the references. Why don't we just do this right now?
What's your credit card number?
Boom. I have had that happen to me. What's going through their mind when you have no problem about letting people give testimonials or references or something? You got to get a commitment back and it's got to be timely today. Okay, what happens when you tell, hey, I'll give you whatever you want. I'm just going to ask one small favor, that you call me back today at 4:30 and you tell me you don't want to do it or you want to move forward.
They just go forward.
A lot of them just go forward. Why? What's the human nature? What's the psychology behind that?
They feel safe.
They feel safe. Do you sound like it? What do most people do when I've had this happen to me so many times when I'll say to people, gee, you know, this sounds really good. Can you give me a few people you've done business with? They'll vouch for your veracity or anything. Guess what a couple people say? The worst thing you could possibly say.
What?
Well, we have to protect the privacy. I can't give you that information, this and that. And, you know, but 5 minutes ago, you told me you've done this for the last 20 years. You've got clients all over the world. You're very successful. You can't give me 2 or 3 people who will just make me feel good about doing business with you today. You can't do that. You can't do that, Mr. Kennedy.
No. I did the same thing with my contractor.
What did you do? Tell us.
I basically, I didn't know the guy. I just was calling phone book ads. And I said, you know, I would really like to meet. Let's meet. But when you do come, you know, to our meeting, you're going to have to bring your license, your insurance information. And I need 3 to 4 references.
Well, nobody's ever. And what did he say? How did he respond?
He said, sure. He said, sure. And so we met that day and he brought over everything in the file and we did business. You know, wow. I felt comfortable. Well, let's go back. I did call his 3 references. You know, they were good, very good. But, you know, just like with all contractors, they said the one magic word, he takes a while. But that's just how it is.
Okay. But you knew he was an honest guy.
Yeah. And he was licensed and insured, which is really rare up there. And so, but
why wouldn't they want to show that if they are on the up and up? You know, it's the person that says, do you really need all that? That's the one that puts the red flag up.
Oh yeah. You know, there was a lot, you know, like the ones I called, they just didn't, well, or they didn't have it, period. And so, you know, I go on to the next guy because with that particular county, I need a licensed general contractor to flip the property.
Isn't that just good business? I mean, if someone has any reservation or doubt, or you hear that long silence, what's the message you're getting?
Something wrong.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I was going to be giving him 6 figures for a repair, so I wanted to make damn sure that he was legit.
And if he was a guts contractor, he would have responded like you. That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that. You know, something to reassure your confidence.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and everything I've asked for, he's done and he's shown me. So you know, because I've set up accounts at supply houses for, you know, for him and his men. So this is like this is probably going to be a 6th to 7th month relationship. So I wanted to make really sure that he was not going to run away with my money.
Yeah. How many people here use Yelp before they hire a plumber, an electrician, a contractor? I love Yelp, Y-E-L-P. I mean, there's some real, I mean, when I hired a great plumber in San Diego just by going on Yelp, because all the reviews, and you can tell if they're legitimate or not. You can just tell. And this guy had great reviews. I called, I left a message, and he got back to me in like 10 minutes on the phone.
Yeah, I was going to say, when I've been asked, sometimes people give me all their credit information, which is very private. They want to make sure I'm a legit business. I just offer them my business license, and I say I'm a licensed business in the state of California. Here's my business license, because sometimes references can be set up from other people.
Sure.
So business license, then they can look it up themselves, and they know you're legit and you're in good standing and everything. So that's another idea to offer.
Let me give you my Uncle Vito's phone number.
Yeah. I had one guy, I said, would you like to talk to my wife and kids? I'm on it. When you go to somebody and they ask for something like that, don't act insulted, compliment them.
Yes.
Great question, Carrie. I'm so glad you brought that up. You know, I wish more people would, you know, ask for my reference. They're like my invisible sales force. And so
you should be proud of your reputation.
Right, like you're proud of it, but also give them a compliment. How important is stroking and these little micro moves?
Very important.
Sean, are you okay there? You need a drink of water?
Yeah, sorry about that.
How important is it to just give them that little bitty compliment? Great question. I love that question. Oh, you really did a lot of research before this meeting, Mr. Cashoffer. You know, I wish more people, I can't tell you how much I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Transparency, you're not hiding anything.
Well, you're not hiding, but how hard is it to give somebody a small compliment?
Easy.
So easy. And what does that do to the dynamic of the conversation?
Brings all that stress down.
It's huge. It's something. I'll go to a Walmart and I have an Apple Watch, and a lot of people wear them. And I'll just go, how do you like your Apple Watch? Which one is, what's your favorite application on it? Things, it's so easy to just get involved with people.
Yeah.
And they'll bend over backwards for you if you treat them special, if you make them feel unique. Likability, back to Cialdini's book, Psychology of Persuasion, likability and trust. How huge is that? How big is that in business relationships?
Huge.
Oh God, yeah.
You can get real likability going on, you're in.
Yeah. Can you also go to somebody when they ask for something like references? You might want to go back and say, you know what, Ben, great question. Be glad to give you those references. Could you do me if I send those to you this afternoon and you call them today, could you do me one small little favor?
Sure. What's that?
You know, I'm going to send you everything you want. Could we set up a meeting on Zoom, or do you have an iPhone, Ben?
I do.
Oh, could we do a FaceTime call at 4 or 4:30? What's good for you?
Yeah, let me go through these 4:30.
4:30. Okay,
yes.
That's great. 4:30. I'm supposed to go to my 98-year-old grandmother's birthday. I'm going to change her birthday party. We'll make it 4:30.
Appreciate it.
I'll do that. Is he going to miss that meeting?
Yeah. No.
Okay. All you got to do is ask for something back. What do we call that? When you give something and then you get back what you really want. What is it?
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity. Another big persuasion technique.
Yeah.
Always ask, give what they want, stroke and nurture, but then ask for something that, and sometimes, did you notice the multiple choice I gave him on the time frame? Rather than him say, no, I can't do 4:30, I give them a multiple choice.
Options.
Multiple choice sometimes opens the door to a conversation. Do you ever get somebody shut you down? Say, John Armstrong, how big is the mortgage you got on your property?
None of your business.
None of your business. I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that, right? Because it's a personal question.
Yeah.
How could we change that with a multiple choice? Who wants to take a shot at it?
Is it 100, 200, or 300?
Very good. Or here's an even easier one. Is it a small, medium, or large mortgage? John, is it small, medium, or large? What would you say?
Medium.
Medium. When you say medium, do you mean 100, 150, 200,000? Round numbers, roughly.
250.
250. Thank you for sharing that. Boom. Do you see how you can change the dynamic? Okay, you can go small, medium, large, and then you can go into the numbers, and then you slowly filter it down so you get that information. But if you just blatantly say, okay, how much is your mortgage? Boom. That's that's kind of a personal space intrusion, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's better ways, there's more delicate ways to get the information from people. Absolutely. John, what was that great role play we did today before our meeting? We had a really good role play. Which
one?
We did a few, didn't we? We did. I'm trying to remember. There was one in particular. I said, where we did, and I can't remember it. Darn it. It was.
Do you remember what it was about?
Say again?
Do you remember what it was about?
It was about getting people on the phone, getting into the conversation or something like that, on a lease purchase. I'll remember it. It'll brain cell will turn on. Anybody have a call? Let's do a little open forum here. Anybody have a question or a success story they want? Anybody make money last week or have a good deal? Go ahead, Chris.
I did a wholesale deal last week. It was fairly quickly. But it came from, I guess the point I want to make is it came from a lot of follow-up. Like you say, Claude, have a follow-up system, some type of reminder. I initiated the call in 2019, and
wow.
I set a reminder to call her back the next year, and then I called her back, and then that didn't come to fruition. Then I set another reminder, call her back in another year. And so the second year that I called her, that's when it actually manifest. She was like, yeah, I'm ready. I don't want to pay the taxes on it this year. And I want to sell it before the end of the tax year so I don't have to pay the taxes. And then she was like, but I want to sell it to a neighbor. And I used scarcity on her, Claude. And I told her, I said, ma'am, all right, I'm going to let you talk to your neighbor. And if they want to buy it, great. But, I need to spend this money before the end of the year. And if you can't make a decision, sir, are you sure you want to lose a serious buyer? Because, I'm serious. I'm ready to go. I can move really quickly. And I know you want to get this done. And I don't want you to have regrets. And she called me back and was like, Chris, let's do it.
Boom. Just like that. So when she said, Chris, let's do it, what was the next move you made? Contract?
Yeah, contract. I just sent her a contract, an agreement. She was an older lady, so I had to walk her through it.
Okay. Patience.
She lived, about 2 hours outside of Dallas in a real small rural area. And so she had to go to a print shop, and I had to talk her through how to sign the agreement and fax it back to me and everything like that.
Do you have the property sold already, or are you working on that?
I closed on the deal last week.
You didn't make any money though, right?
Of course not. I did it for free.
Round numbers, was it a little bit, a lot, a fortune, a year's salary? What would you?
Yeah. I'd say it'd be what an average, maybe a school teacher, or maybe your average person's year salary.
Wow. Wow. How good did that feel?
Oh, it was amazing. That's the second best feeling in the world.
Okay. Well, we'll talk next week. We'll talk about the first, okay? How many hours did you put into this deal? I'm curious.
Well, if we want to talk about not a lot. I mean, it may seem like a lot, but like you say, set a reminder. And just those reminders kept coming up every year. And I was like, let me call this lady back. But altogether, maybe 24 hours, something like that.
When you follow up, that means different things to different people. When I get off the phone with somebody, I send them a video or a letter of intent, an email, or just a short video saying thank you. Do you send something right away even if you're not going to do a deal, do you send a follow-up immediately?
Yeah, I like to send a follow-up immediately. This lady, it was a little different. She was older, so she didn't have email and things like that. I could have sent her a thank you card, but I didn't go that extra mile to do that on this one in particular.
How do you save the information? When you're talking to somebody, you're getting notes and everything like that. How do you save your information and remind yourself to call her back in 3 months or whatever?
Yeah, my CRM, the one that I use, it has a reminder system that sends me an email or a text message.
Which one? Could you share? CRM, Customer Relational Management, correct?
Yes.
And which one do you use?
FreedomSoft.
FreedomSoft. Okay. Is that an application anyone can download?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Okay. Can you also, there's many different ways to do it. How important is it can we remember all this information about every deal, every person we spoke to?
No.
It's impossible, isn't it?
Take good notes and put them in there immediately and set a reminder.
Take good notes. Good takeaway there.
Yeah.
Take good notes and put it into some kind of system that sends you a notification. Sometimes I'll put it into, I'm a Mac guy, I use iCal, and I think you can do it on Google Calendar. So if you speak to somebody today and you got to call them in February, can you just put it into your calendar and set an alert for 24 or 36 hours before you call them, or some reminder? You could put this into your calendar system, couldn't you?
Yes.
Yeah. How many people here get the thing like on Amazon Prime or something? You want to try one of the new video systems, Stars or HBO Max or and they give you a 30-day free trial. Why do they give you that free trial?
Get you hooked.
Get you hooked. and then they tell you it's for free, and you forget to cancel, correct?
Yeah.
So here's a little tip. Put it into your calendar 26 days later, get the reminder, and then you can cancel so that they don't keep running your credit card every month.
Yeah.
Okay. There's some great, what was it? Disney. I got 3 months for free on Disney or something like that. Really good stuff. Cause I love how many people here are subscribing to more than one movie channel right now? Who has there's so many.
But I got a question though. Maybe it might help everybody. Doing a deal with someone, and there's two brothers. They weren't honest about their situation. They both have a power of attorney on the mother, and one of them did a contract with me, and then I found out later through title there's another brother. I got him to come around and do, sign off on the deed with me, but he did another contract with another lady, and now I have to ask if she put a memorandum on the property. So now I'm asking her to release her memorandum, and basically she has an agreement with somebody, which I have the deed. So she has an agreement with a party that really doesn't have an interest in.
who had the first contract, you or her?
Me.
Okay, and did you, this is a good test question, actually. When you were negotiating with the brother, did you ask him about the decision-making process
Yes.
as part of the qualification?
He lied about it and said,
okay.
Mhm.
Hard to believe someone would lie.
When he did the deed, he actually forged his brother's signature.
Okay. Okay, so this is called fraud.
Right, correct.
Did you give him any money or anything like that?
No, not yet.
Okay, so would you, if you did this, was this a conventional sale or?
No, it was like a kitchen table. I got the deed just to try to protect my interest because it's an inheritance, and there was a lot of people trying to, it's in a very sketchy area. So there was an uncle down the street trying to sell it, and another family member, and yes. So
how important is it to check the title, a preliminary title check, before any money is exchanged or anything else? How important?
Top of the list.
Yes.
It's right up there. So at what point during this, so you did a deal with them, you signed an agreement. There was no exchange of money yet, if I hear you correctly.
Correct.
How come the money didn't exchange right away?
Well, I told him once I close, like once I actually, because there's a mortgage on the property, and I told him once I actually get the mortgage company out the way, then I'll pay him, because I needed to get title clear.
So you set a condition, what we call a condition precedent. You had to do something first before he got his money.
Right.
And he agreed to that.
Yes.
And then you found out through some means that there was a memorandum or cloud on the title through the other brother.
I sent my contractor out there, and when he was there, the other buyer showed up saying that they were the buyer.
Okay. This, so I can tell you what I did. So are you in the middle of this right now, or? I would go legal on him right now, very hard.
Okay.
I would say, you know what, you have to call your brother. You and your brother have to resolve this issue and get that other lady to remove the memorandum, or my next phone call is to my attorney and the police. Because this is criminal.
Okay.
I come down real hard and set a time frame. I don't know what the miscommunication is or what's going on here, but this sounds like criminal fraud. So before this gets nasty, tell me how you're going to fix this in the next 72 hours.
Okay.
A little bit of a veiled threat. Sometimes you have to be very direct with people.
Definitely. So
on this,
to the other buyer, don't tell the buyer to release the lien. Just go to the family and have them do it.
Well, here's the thing. You need the brother. You still don't have a valid contract.
Well, I do now. Both brothers are on my side. They're really, and the other brother who did the contract, who didn't know about me, told me, he asked me, hey, will you go to the buyer and get them to release it? And I was like, well, no, I think you should do that.
Did the other brother agree to sign that contract, or did sign the contract?
He's already signed.
Okay, and the person they did the original deal with, did any money exchange hands?
No.
Okay, so what you do is you go to that person, say, look, and you offer them something to step out of the deal.
Okay, all right.
Offer them a gift card, offer them 100, 200. I mean, how much do you stand to make on this deal?
Maybe 80, maybe 70, 80,000.
Okay, is it worth, you got to go to them and say, maybe go there with $500, $100 bills, and say, if you sign this today, we'll go to the bank, we'll get the notary here, that you quit claim on this property, you totally voluntarily release and get out of this. This is for you.
Okay.
Are there any other surprises? Are there any other surprise? So as long as you've got the, you can go to that person and maybe get them to step out of the deal. I mean, for $80,000 profit, that's worth paying, giving somebody some money to step out of it, in my opinion.
Sure, sure.
If you go legal, I'm gonna say what I said earlier. If you can go to that so you have a new agreement with the brothers, yeah, and you can get that other person to step out through some kind of reward or gratuity or something. I think you can save this deal, but you still got to be cautious. Have you checked the title?
Yes, yes. So I pretty much cleared up everything except for this.
Is your contract notarized, witnessed?
No.
Okay, I
can
I
get
would-
it right. They'll work with me.
Okay, well, fool me once, right?
Yeah.
Be very careful. Be very
Yeah.
careful. I mean, this is real estate. This is this kind of stuff that happens.
Yes. Yeah.
Sometimes you can fix a deal though by just putting some money in front of somebody and say, listen, there's been some errors, miscommunications and everything like that. Boom.
One other thing, let's pretend that person doesn't want to release their lien. That's when I go legal, or what would you do then?
They don't want to release their lien. So they have a contract by one brother.
Or maybe they want more money to release it, like a significant amount.
Why don't you offer a partnership then?
Okay, all right, all right.
Why don't you say that? Listen, I'll do the deal. I'll take care of the money and the finance, and I'll give you a 15% of the net.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I like that. Mhm.
Something like that. Start low. You can always, you can always go up, but you don't want to start too high
Yeah. Mhm,
on this thing. And I would get, based on their previous performance, I would get everything. I would get a third party involved, an attorney or an escrow or title company, and make sure everything is signed and dotted and you've done a title check and everything else on this property.
All right. Thank you.
This is real estate. What is it? Murphy's Law? What can go wrong will go wrong, or something like that.
Mhm.
These are the things that can happen, which means we can take nothing for granted, right?
Yes.
And we always use,
AWP,
which means
cover your ass with paper.
yes.
Work.
Absolutely. So anyway, where are you finding these deals, Chris?
Well, the deal before was just a vacant lead deal, and then this deal right here was a foreclosure deal.
Wow. Okay, good for you, man. Round of applause. We didn't give you one before. You're keeping busy. What's an average day? And an average day, how much time do you put in on a daily basis before we go? I'm just curious.
Anywhere from 6 to 10 hours, something like
that. Much? You put in a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm at a young age. I'm trying to, be like God. I want to retire when I'm be done, and only do it when I leave.
Empire, right? Building your empire.
What does retirement look like for you? What's the dream?
Doing it at my leisure. A couple properties, like Claude. You are. I look up to you, Claude. You have
like a role.
United States. You can go to California when it's cold, and go to Winter Park and go to the skis resort during the holiday. Something like that. Traveling a lot of times with my children, and being able to just do it at my leisure, have fun with it.
Yeah. The interesting thing is. The interesting thing is that you love this business. There's so much creativity in this business to be able to see something that nobody else can see, to find these deals and be able to negotiate them and create income, create value, solve problems that very few people can do. It's very addictive. I got to tell you something. It's very addictive. You may not have to work as hard when you get older, and everything. And if you want to take a week off and sit on the beach or whatever, you can do that. But the thing I found about this business is it's very addictive, and it's very rewarding. Why do you want to stop doing something that's fun and just always brings you in money? That's kind of my, to me, I have friends who retired from jobs they hated. And then, they just couldn't wait after 20, 30, 40 years just to stop doing what they were doing. John Andrews, can you can you speak to that, to what I just said? You got to hit that little. There you go.
No, I mean, I'm still after it every day. You know, I'm trying to build up this options mentoring business and that. So.
Yeah, but you play 9 to 18 holes of golf every day.
Oh, no, not anymore. I'm not that interested. I'm not as, you know, I don't know. When your handicap slips a little bit, when you get older, you just, you know.
Do you think it's good to keep working even?
Absolutely. For your brain. I've got
yeah.
I unfortunately have a family history of dementia or all whatever you want to call, and I don't like the gene pool I'm in. So I'm trying to keep my brain functioning, you know.
Absolutely. So keep
and today when the market's off 100, when the ES is off 160 points, it keeps your brain functioning. So
yeah, market's crazy.
Absolutely. Well, our hour is up. Thank you once again for participating and joining in us today. Everybody have a great week. Chris and everybody else, thanks for sharing your stories and your successes and everything like that. I like your background there, Chris, the guy holding all the money in the house and everything. Very good. And listen, have a great day and take care. And Wednesday, Role Play Wednesday. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Good week.
Thank you.
Let's go out with a little meatloaf too. Just the way we started, a little Paradise by the Dashboard Lights.